Well, it's 17 days. $17. Sorry, kind of spaced out there for a minute. Typical day. Had to go to the store. Got home. Did stuff around here like normal. I don't know. Don't have a whole lot. Just like any other night. Not a whole lot to say, but I'm sure I'll. I was reading some comments a little earlier. I think it was on one of the platforms, or whatever you want to call it. And you know, there's a lot of people who are going through the same thing. Some, like I've said before, some's ahead of me, some at the same time. But one thing I noticed with some is, the hard time. Maybe it's the time of year. I get on here most of the time anyway. Not all the time, but most of the time when I'm on here, I try to be up in spirits and stuff. But for anybody going through it, a lot of times it's a front. I think, as a guy, I think we all, at least, I think a lot of family members and a lot of people I went to school with and stuff, we grew up where, as a guy, just, you're bothered by something, just suck it up and ignore it, push it down, what have you. And, I think the feeling, I don't know if you want to call it depression or anxiety, but the stress of just trying to stay sober, whether, just looking at Ollie, for yourself or for your family or whatever, depending on the person's situation. It's not always easy to do whenever it pertains to being sober. At least, not with me. I can get on here and I don't know, put a front up, but I don't do a very good job. But, when it comes to getting sober, I don't think you can just swallow your anxieties and your depressions, because usually that will get you back in that bottle or in that pill or whatever your addiction is. And a lot of times it'll be twice as bad as it was when before you even stop. So, and I'm not someone who's good at talking to anybody, a friend or family member, or even if you got a doctor or whatever you can talk to. It's not easy to always get it out. But, sometimes you have to. So, for the people that's been in my comments talking about them struggling with, their sobriety and stuff, find you somebody, you don't always have to choke it down or stuff it down and try to forget about it, because it don't help with your sobriety at all. And I'm just speaking from experience. I'm not no psychologist by no means, or doctor or anything, so this is just an opinion of mine. So, and I, especially my current situation, the depression or the anxieties don't always come just from struggling with the sobriety part of it. But when you have the pressure of keeping yourself sober, in my experiences, I guess would be the right way to say it, find you somebody to talk to. I'm not no one special, but, you know, even if it's somebody online, you know, I don't always have the answers. Very rarely have the answers to my own life. But I got a good ear. So, you know, if somebody is in that situation, you know, reach out to me on whichever platform it is, and, you know, I'll try to be a good ear. But, you know, other than that, had a typical day. Something that I had brought up earlier this month about my sobriety, that I haven't had to face yet, and I won't lie, it's lingering over my head, is I still haven't gotten paid, so, you know, it's not like I've had the funds to go run to the beer store or whatever if I wanted to. I'm not going to, and I'm going to continue to tell myself that, but I still haven't had to face that challenge, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, that might be tomorrow. And if I feel like I'm struggling with it, if it is tomorrow, I will definitely jump on here or reach out to somebody. So, I have become quite clumsy in my sobriety. But anyway, I don't know, I didn't post it everywhere, but I don't get my Christmas gift. I wanted a 60-degree Christmas, and it's snowing like a bitch outside, so, oh well. I don't know. Don't have a whole lot to talk about. Head started hurting a little bit ago. I don't know why. Typical. But I did want to do my nightly check-in, that I'm dedicated to, so. Not anything exciting tonight. I don't know. Maybe for Christmas Eve or something, I'll have more to talk about, or I don't know. Anyway, 17 days down, lifetime to go. So, oh look, slow connection. So annoying. Alright, well, that's it for tonight. I'm going to grab a bite to eat and get comfortable and watch a movie or something, so. Thank you to everybody that supported me through this, because, yeah, I'm doing it, but it's all of you that's giving me that strength, yeah. So, alright, love everybody, God bless y'all, early Merry Christmas, God bless it, see, clumsy. Alright, till tomorrow, good night.